fights between states and the federal government, because then it feels like my frustration with my government is state-sanctioned. So there's another fight brewing right now, and this time it's between Utah and the feds. The state has given the federal government until December 31st to relinquish its hold on 21.2 million acres of land within its boundaries. You see, in 2012, Utah's governor signed the Transfer of Public Lands Act into law, which set the December 31st deadline. The acreage in question is actually about 65% of the whole state, and that's been under the feds' control. The Bureau of Land Management and Forest Service currently manages and controls that land. In fact, the feds control more than 50% of all the land west of Kansas. Utah wants its land back, but the feds have shown no sign that they intend to comply. And environmentalists are actually happy about that. They say that the state wouldn't protect Utah's natural resources as well as the feds do. They say taxpayers would end up paying more for fewer services, and that land set aside for hunting, fishing, and other outdoor recreational activities will be sold off to the highest bidder. What's more, they think that the state won't be able to financially manage the land at all. These particular environmentalists trust the feds more than they do the state. But a new report commissioned by the state and conducted by 3 universities over the course of 18 months concludes that Utah is more than capable of managing their own damn land. The report shows that though Utah would incur additional costs to run the land, the money they get from the drilling that goes on in Utah that currently goes straight to the feds would more than cover land management costs and would actually be an economic boon for the state. So if the feds refuse to relinquish the land by the December 31st date, Utah plans on moving ahead with a plan that involves negotiating, more legislating, and best of all, litigation. And when you consider what's at stake is about 65% of the whole state, it could get ugly. But it's about time, because the feds have held on to state land far longer than they were supposed to. They took the land in Utah under the Enabling Act of 1894 with the supposed intention of returning it over time. But clearly that hasn't happened. So now that there's an actual deadline attached to the issue, the long-held battle between states and the feds over land ownership might actually head to a fight. And me? I'm heading over to the kitchen to get my popcorn ready. Tonight, let's talk about that.